Hello, this is Paul, and I'd like to welcome you to our program concerning OpenOffice.org. And the latest version out is right now 3.3. If your computer does not have version 3.3, this is a free download by going to the website as displayed on the screen, OpenOffice.org. Since it is free, it is also free to register and be able to have regular updates on this wonderful program. Now, the help level that we have for this program is being exercised at the First Church of the Brethren on a Saturday afternoon at 1:30. At present, there is a very small amount of attendance, so there is no reason at this time to switch it around or anything until I can discover any more interest in this program. We are handling this as a special interest group, which means that we take one part of OpenOffice.org and be able to get into the nuts and bolts of it and learn how to use this program, which is very capable for similar usage in many other programs. The first part of this program went into the learning of Writer. OpenOffice.org is very compatible with Microsoft Office. They both open each other's files and save them in each other's formats, and there is a compatibility there. When opening these files in either program, the formatting and everything is basically the same. However, on some programs and some layouts, there might be a little touch up to have them completely compatible, of which case that the content remains the same. I would like to point out that OpenOffice.org is a suite of programs for you to use, just like OpenOffice. Now, this has a text document. You can create a presentation or a database, spreadsheets, or drawing. And what is really different on this compared to Microsoft is that we have the drawing program here, and in Microsoft Office we have a desktop publisher. Now, the two of them is interchangeable. You can learn how to draw, and I have seen people make some very interesting drawings on this program, but it can also be doubled up as a desktop publisher. In other words, when you put stuff on there, whether it be text or pictures or graphs or anything, they will stay put wherever they are placed. With a first look at the Writer on OpenOffice.org, take notice on the toolbar, it is called that, OpenOffice.org Writer, whereas OpenOffice is very much the same in layout as other programs, while Microsoft Office has taken on a brand new look called the ribbon. And but both of them are able to open each other's programs and the applications, whatever you develop, and they are synonymous. They also operate very similar, although the menus are a little bit different. Of what is called the menu bar, and this will have a complete selection of different menus that drop down when you click on them. Take notice that this is very much like most programs that you have installed on your computer at this time. If you add any programs, there are going to be similar views on this. However, what I'm pointing to right now is the file menu. We're going to take a look at that right now and get a better understanding of it. While using the mouse and clicking on the word File on your menu bar, this drop-down menu will open up. Now, in the first portion, it deals with the handling of your file, where you're able to create a new file, or open one that is already in existence, or to see what recent documents you have been working on. Holding the mouse over top of the first selection called New, another window will open up, and there's a complete selection of different new documents you can create. This is a little bit different than OpenOffice. In here you can select any type of new document you want to make by clicking on it. We can make our spreadsheets and presentations or drawings or even a database from the same menu in Writer. This is also replicated in all of those different parts of OpenOffice. Take notice that on the way down the list there is HTML documents, which is good for the web, and XML form documents, which will be able to develop a form for people to fill in on the web. There is also a provision to be able to make a master document that will enable you to use this form over and over again and only make a modification while sending the same document out to different people. Now, one thing that is in here that is not in OpenOffice is dealing with high-level math, which is formulas. There is a provision to make labels and also business cards. And also, as you download different templates from on the web for this program, you will be able to have easy access to them. You might choose to use one of the wizards or one of the more automatic ways of laying things out for you in the form of a special letter, or to make a fax, or set up an agenda sheet. Also, there's a wizard to help you with presentations and a web page, and right on down for whatever steps that you would be able to take to make such a project much more easier to go by and come up with something that is very satisfactory. Complementary to the top portion of this drop-down menu, we are able to save our file with a name as we like it, or to save it if it's already saved once before, or to be able to close this document. Also, we have an option to have that is not in OpenOffice, that is not in Microsoft Office, but is available in this one, is to save all, which will save all of your documents that are open in whatever format it's in. While looking at our time restraints, this is a good time to break it up here, since we're halfway through the first portion here, and be able to be within our time limits on YouTube. So I encourage you to continue on with the second part of this and get to understand more about OpenOffice Writer. And let's have some fun and try writing something, whatever it is. Write an account of a trip, or some kind of a review on a book you read, or some kind of impression that you might have had at one time and became meaningful to you. So be sure to go over this if you want to a second time, and I'll see you in part 2.